They say trust is the most fragile thing in the world. Once broken, it never heals the same way. I used to believe in people. I used to believe that loyalty meant something, that friendship was real, that love was honest. But I was wrong. And the day I found out the truth changed everything. His name was Daniel, my best friend of 12 years. We grew up together, shared everything, late nights studying, celebrating every small victory. He was the first person I called when something went right, and the first person I called when everything went wrong. I trusted him with my life. I trusted him with my business. I trusted him with my dreams. 3 years ago, I had an idea. A small startup. Just a concept, really, but I believed in it. I believed in us. Daniel was my co-founder. We built it from nothing. 14-hour days, skipped vacations, missed birthdays. We poured everything we had into that company. And slowly, it started to grow. Investors came knocking, big names, real money. Everything we had worked for was finally becoming real. I remember the night we got our first major deal. We sat on the rooftop of our office, looking at the city lights. Daniel put his arm around my shoulder and said, "We did it, man. Nobody can take this from us." I smiled. I believed him. I was a fool. 6 months later, I noticed something strange. Numbers that didn't add up. Emails I wasn't copied on. Meetings I was never told about. At first I told myself I was being paranoid. Daniel was my brother, not by blood, but by choice. Surely there was an explanation. So I waited. I watched. And then I found the documents. Hidden in a folder I was never supposed to see. A contract, signed by Daniel, with our biggest investor. He had gone behind my back, negotiated a new deal, one that pushed me out of my own company. He had taken everything I built, everything we built, and handed it to someone else, in exchange for a bigger cut, for himself. I sat there staring at that screen for a long time. My hands were shaking. My chest felt like it was caving in. 12 years. 12 years of friendship. And he had sold me out. For money. I didn't confront him that night. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just closed the laptop, walked to my car, and sat in the dark parking lot for 2 hours. That was the night something changed inside me. Something quiet. Something cold. Something determined. I had two choices. I could fall apart, let the anger consume me, let the betrayal define me, or I could rise. I chose to rise, but not quietly. The next morning I hired a lawyer. I pulled every document, every contract, every email thread we had ever exchanged. I built a case. Slowly, carefully, without telling a single person. Because that's the thing about revenge done right. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's patient. While Daniel was celebrating his new deal, laughing with investors over expensive dinners, I was working. I reached out to two of our original investors, the ones who had believed in the idea from the beginning, the ones who believed in me. I showed them everything, every lie, every document, every hidden meeting. They were furious. Within 2 weeks, the new deal collapsed. The investors pulled out. The contract was declared invalid. And Daniel, the man who had spent 12 years calling himself my best friend, was removed from the company. He called me the day it happened. His voice was shaking. He said he could explain. He said he was sorry. He said he did it because he was scared, because he didn't think we were going to make it, because he panicked. I listened to every word. And then I said, "I hope it was worth it." And I hung up. I haven't spoken to him since. People always ask me, do I feel guilty? Do I miss him? Honestly, some nights, yes, because grief doesn't just come from death. It comes from losing someone you thought you knew, someone you thought would never hurt you. But then I remember, he made his choice long before I made mine. I didn't destroy him. He destroyed himself. I just stopped protecting him from the consequences. And the company, we're still here, stronger than ever. This year we closed a deal 3 times the size of what Daniel sold us out for. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's success. It's waking up every single morning and choosing to keep going, even when someone you loved gave you every reason to stop. So if you're watching this right now, and someone has betrayed you, if someone has stolen from you, lied to you, used you, don't break. Get quiet, get focused, get even. Not with anger, with everything you build after they tried to tear you down. Because the best thing you can do to someone who underestimated you is prove them wrong every single day.